Hey everybody, Dr. Oliver here, backintelligence.com, and today we're going to go over a few exercises you can do to work on strengthening your core and strengthening your back in general to prevent pain and help you feel better. If you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button so you get access to videos as we put them out. So we're going to go over a quick little routine you can do of 3 exercises to help strengthen your overall core and your back. So we're going to have you do first a carry. So we're going to have Leon, you just need a weight, any sort of weight will work. A kettlebell will work, a dumbbell will work. You can even use a bag and fill it with things. I've had people do that. You want it to be relatively heavy because all you're going to actually be doing with it is carrying it around. You don't want it to be too light where you're not doing anything. You don't want it to be so heavy that you're leaning down to the side and you can't support it. It's important that you keep your shoulders nice and square with this. Again, if it was too heavy and I was leaning like that, no good. If I was compensating and leaning like this to correct it, no good. Nice square position. If you have a mirror you can look at, that'd be great just to hold it there. You also want to feel kind of nice and tight and contracted in your shoulder. It's not going to be swinging wildly. You want to feel kind of connected. And then bracing your core is key. So doing all of that, we're going to have Leon just walk back and forth here. Again, as he's walking relatively stiff, really engaging that core, and he's just going to walk back and forth, not letting that weight swing wildly or anything like that, just feeling connected. You may feel your shoulder with this. You should feel your core as well a bit, and you're going to do this for 3 minutes. So that seems like a long time, but as you're walking around, you should start to feel that it gets a little more fatiguing. What I tell patients is if you get through 3 minutes total and you basically feel like you didn't do anything, it's not heavy enough. If you can't even get through a minute of it, it's too heavy. So you want to be in that minute to 3 minute range where you start to feel it really working. So that second, third minute, you should feel, okay, this is getting a fatiguing and it's a little bit harder than it looks. If you don't find that, bump the weight up. If you find it's too hard, lower it down. All right, from there, we're going to go on to a couple floor exercises. So we're going to go with one of the tried and true bird dog exercises, which is a great core strengthening exercise. This one's all about not moving or hinging through your low back. So you find a little bit of a curve in your low back. You want to be tight and braced in that abdomen, braced in that core. And we're going to extend the opposite leg and opposite arm away from us, holding that position for a split second, and then bringing it back and switching to the other side. So again, we're doing a good job of not rounding up and down. We're not getting a lot of slop here, a lot of play. What you'll tend to see with people with this, and we'll have Leon do it in the next one, as you extend the hip, they arch their back big time and really utilize their back. Yes, we talked about using your back, but it's about your core and not your big back extensor muscles. You want a nice stable platform. You should feel tight in your core. You should feel some of this in your abdomen as well, and some in your glute as you extend your hip. So 5 on each side is a good routine for this one. And then after this one, we'll move on to what they call the bear exercise. So from this position, about similar position where you're going to have is going to rock you back a little bit, Leon, just slide back a little bit and slide those hands a little bit further. Perfect. He's going to round up here, actually. He's going to posterior tilt that pelvis, which should help him engage his abdomen. He wants to feel tight in the stomach. From this position, he's going to push into the floor and lift his knees, and he's going to rock back to his toes. From here, he really wants to feel his stomach. He does not want to feel his back overly engaging or anything at all. You should feel your stomach really strongly contracted. You can hold this position for a good 10 count and then rest back out of it, come back down to the knees and relax. Good. Again, the thought process is tuck the pelvis, posterior tilt, get your abdomen on, push into the floor, rock backwards slightly, and hold that position. Perfect. So you can do 10-second holds. 5 reps is pretty good on this. Now we're going to show you a couple tweaks and a couple variations you can do on these last 2 exercises. This bear one, if you want to amp it up a little bit and you feel it's a little too easy, you can start to go to the tripod bear where you're basically lifting either one arm or one leg away. So you can see that what Leon will do is he'll kind of rock, he'll lift one arm, and he'll lift the other arm. Perfect. And you can go back and forth and you can do a foot, good. And he's doing a good job of not shifting around a lot. He's holding a good stable platform. Good. And he's just lifting one. You should really feel a lot of those deeper core muscles kicking on as you go to that tripod position. So play with that as well. So try these 3 exercises with these different regressions to strengthen your core, strengthen your glutes, and overall strengthen your back. The whole idea here is to give you the strength to take away that discomfort, take away the pain, because a lot of your tension, a lot of your pain comes from increased tension in bigger muscles, right? Well, we want to turn on those little muscles, especially those deeper core muscles in your back and your abdomen. We want to turn on your glutes. So try these exercises, see how you do at alleviating your pain.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like it and share it with a friend. Also, research shows that strengthening your core area can help relieve some of that low back pain that you're feeling, but it's important to know which exercises specifically to do and how, and you want these exercises to be both effective and safe for your spine. And we have just the PDF for that. So if you'd like to get a free PDF of core exercises that are safe for your spine and are very effective, there's going to be a link to get them somewhere here on the video or down below in the description. Just go to that page, enter your email, and we'll send you that PDF right away.